Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. Ugh. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hello, Miss Linda. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sheila. Hello, hello. My comments are different. Whatever. Hi, Regine. How are you? Long time no see. Crazy, crazy. Hi, Helena. Hi, Keely girl. Hi, Sheila Teagan. How is everybody's doing? How's your week going? Hi, Miss Kathy. I know I missed you guys too. Um, every day I was gone was unplanned, except for yesterday. I knew I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, but the other days that I was gone, not planned. Not planned at all. How are you, Robin? Hi, Michelle Chastain. Good afternoon. Yep. So, life is lifing. It's wild and crazy, y'all. Wild and crazy. But yeah, so I had my monthly doctor's appointment, and they schedule my appointment always at like 1:30, 1:35, 1:55, which it's in the other town. So it's impossible for me to ever come on when I have a doctor's appointment. But the other days I did not expect not to be here. So that was kind of poopy. Hi, Diane Dunkelman. Hi, Helen. So, yeah, and the chaos just keeps continuing. Today, as I'm taking Trevor to work, hi, Laveda, he works in the next town. And so we're on the freeway, and the first exit, practically the first exit into that town, he goes, I forgot my laptop at home. I'm sorry, what did you say? He's like, yeah, I forgot my laptop at home. I go, what does that mean? He goes, we have to go back. Okay, let's go back home. Let's get off the freeway and go back home so I can come back again. Hi, Barbara Ross. Hi, Miss Linda Baker. Hi, Mary Sharkey. Yeah, so that's always fun. He doesn't usually bring his laptop home, so I get why he didn't remember, because he has a satchel that he carries for work, and then he has his lunch pail, and then like his drink. And hi, Christine. Yeah, I know. Oh no. And so it's not like his hands are not full with things when he walks out, but it was just like, could you not have remembered like 7 exits ago when we were still in our town? So yeah. But anyways, a lot of you have seen it because you guys have already purchased it. But if you missed it, oh, yay, Laveda. If you missed it, Ivetta's box for her next class is live. I'll show you some of the stuff that's in it. I'm excited for this one. So excited for this one. You'll know why in just a second. Oh, yeah, it was loads of fun. But, yeah, so if you missed it, her box dropped this morning. And as always, and I get messages about this every single class, but once it's sold out, I don't restock it. That's just the way it is. A lot of the times it's because I'm either pouring mold or decanting or doing all kind of crazy things. So I make enough boxes, and then that's it. I don't restock it. Sometimes if it's got like a stencil or a mold or paper, I might stock those on my website. But if it's the boxes, I don't do more. So once they're gone, they're gone. Hi, Miss Connie. So yeah, in every single month, somebody does a back in stock request, or they message me and asks me when it's coming back in stock, and the answer is it will not. So sorry, but that's just the easiest way for me to, because you guys know, like my store, it's run out of my home, so I can't have a bunch of boxes out, and that's just the way it is. So I'm going to go through what's in this. Please, please, please make sure. Most of you OGs already know this, but if you're deciding to take her class for the first time, which you will not be sorry, because Yvetta's classes are amazing. She has taught me a lot of the things that I do or have modified to fit my style have come from Yvetta. She's an amazing, amazing creator, artist, teacher. So if you haven't taken at least one class, I would really suggest you try it once. You'll be addicted and want to take them all. They are all recorded live, but the videos are recorded and out there for you to work at your own pace or do them whenever you want. You can replay them and make many if you'd like to, but she does go through it live with you guys, and then the recordings are out there forever and ever. She's amazing, isn't she? So let me show you what's in this box, and then those of you who know will know why I'm so excited about this box. Okay. See what happens when you're not here? You forget the simplest things, like to mute the boom. Okay, so first of all, if you have always wanted to try fine line crackle, but maybe it hasn't worked for you, or you're still not really sure and still don't know, and haven't really gotten the hang of it, I also learned fine line crackle from Yvetta, so she is going to do fine line crackle with y'all. So in this kit, you will have the fine line crackle step 1 and 2. You will have the antiquing paste in Umbra, which you guys know is my favorite. And then you will have the solvent-based gloss varnish, which these are what you need. In order for this to work, you basically need this little trio here. You can do without this one and use a Finnabair wax, a Pintart wax, metal pigment if you prefer, but you do absolutely need those two. No if, ands, or but about it. You need those two. So, hi, Cindy Truitt. Hi, Carol. He's in the kitchen. Hi, Patricia. Your laughter's contagious. It's something, Patricia. I don't know if it's contagious, but it's something. But you will get these. So that is the first thing. So I guess I should mention that this class, your substrate is going to be a ceramic and or glass vase. Robin had a question that Yvetta answered earlier. Your vase is more than likely you just go to the thrift store and get a vase, unless you have a vase in your home that needs a makeover. She is suggesting that it needs to be at least 25 to 35 centimeters. Was that right, Robin? I think it's 25 to 35. She doesn't work in inches, so. So anyways, you will get those in your kit. You're also going to get 100 ml of the acrylic paint matte and ivory. So besides the one other thing you're going to need besides the vase, the vase, is black paint. And it could be any old black paint. Y'all know I like the black paint from Deco Art. So just any old black paint. We didn't think you guys needed that to be in your kit. But you're going to need a substantial amount of the ivory. That's why we're giving you the 100 ml. You're also going to get decanted amounts of these objects, and the reason why we decant is to save y'all money. So if you're not using a ton of it, we try not to put a full size in the package, so that way you don't have to pay for the full size. That boot scooting is Troy. You're gonna see his head pop in here in just a minute. Oh, he stopped boot scooting as soon as he got here. There he is. So we're going to give you a decanted amount of the bonding primer, because you guys all know you need bonding primer before you can paint on anything that doesn't have pores, meaning glass, metal, plastic. Here you go, baby. So you're going to get a decanted amount of the bonding primer. You're also going to get a decanted amount of the pigment fix and one of my favorite pigments, really, Troy? They didn't stick the sticker on straight. The metal pigment in antique gold. Okay. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Good morning, Mickey Hunter. Hi, Kathy. You're missing. I know I missed you guys a lot. So these will be decants, but these are all full size. And you guys know, if you've gotten a kit from me, when I decant it, I give you more than enough. You also are going to get a 250 gram of the Jovi air dry clay. So if you also have been wanting to work with clay, this is your perfect time to learn. And what I'm so super excited about is you guys are also going to get your own mold. This is the best thing ever. You guys are going to get the Salon de Glaces, whatever. So this is the mold that she is going to use on the vase. Now, if you know why I'm so excited about this. Hi, Deborah. It is because that means y'all get your own mold, and I don't have to do 752 castings for every box. Praise God. She was like, hey, can you get this mold so we can put it in their boxes? And I was like, huh? What? The whole mold? You want them to have the whole? Even if I cannot get the mold, I will make the mold. We will make this happen, Yvette. She was like, okay. So this is all the goods in the box. Again, these are all the full sizes, and then you'll get decants of this. So again, just the things, if you look at if you break down the box, there's a lot of knowledge here, a lot of knowledge. So she's going to teach you how to use clay in the mold. She's going to teach you fine line crackle. She's even going to work with the pigments, and she's going to do the bonding primer. There's a lot of knowledge. When I look at the products that she's including in the box, I get excited about it because I see not just the end result of the beautiful vase. I see, ooh, she's going to teach this, and this, and that's what's awesome about it. So, again, man, Lisa, seriously? I was just going to say I haven't talked to you since that Saturday. Goodness gracious, girlfriend. So this particular class, hi Teresa Cherry, this particular class is going to go from August, it's going to be August 12th, August 13th, and then you'll do final touches on August 15th. So her classes, it depends on the project. Her classes can be 2 days, it can be 3 days, it can be 1.5. It really depends on the project itself, because, you know, things need to dry, things need to do, you know, certain things in between. So she doesn't rush anything. So, and the classes usually are about, I don't know, 2 hours each time. Usually the finishing day is not that long, but it's about 2 hours. But she's very thorough. And I'm telling you, the knowledge that Yvette has it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Like I said, I've learned a lot from her. I used to take every single class that she did, and I would work along with her in every single class. And it was something I looked forward to every single time. And I say it even now, she doesn't charge enough for her classes, but it's amazing. So, and that's another thing also, I need to stress, if you buy the kit doesn't come with the class. If you buy the class, the kit doesn't come with the class. You need to buy the class and the kit separately, or just the class. You don't need the kit. If you have this stuff that I just showed you, more power to you. Get the class and have a heyday. Hi, Carrie. So I want to show you this. Do you guys see somebody's fingies? Those are Troy fingies. Anyways, so I was thinking we would come back and do something kind of easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Also, you want to be here tomorrow because we have some stuff that we need to do tomorrow, like have a little fun. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you need Telegram so you know. Because I have a lot of papers here that are mine, my stash. So I thought maybe we can have some fun and I could share tomorrow. But, you know, we don't know that for sure. So anyways, I thought it would be cute. I went in and I bought out, like, I just grabbed a handful of my little drawer pulls. I don't know which one of these we're going to use, but I probably will need to Dremel off something or another, and then we can stick one on top. But I thought this would be cute, like a little Christmas trinket box. This is from Factory Direct Craft. So we're just going to do something slow and easy, and that way tomorrow it's nice and easy peasy, and I don't have to stress when I'm doing other things tomorrow. It's never a quick fly-by-night wham. You do this and then this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. No. Tools you recommend? Any other tools we need for this class? Tools. No, Robin. I mean, because the clay that she's going to do, she will more than likely use a palette knife to get the excess off, just like you guys see me do. You might want to grab some baby oil because she does use baby oil in her molds as well. She is not, but if you like cornstarch, you can use cornstarch. Everything else, I did see that in the group. So once you purchase the class, she gives you a link to the Facebook group and she goes over everything about what you need and all of that stuff. I seen that she said tomorrow, at some point tomorrow, it will be recorded, that she's going to go over all the products and whatnot that you need. So I was thinking, I love this, the pink plaid. I was thinking we could do the pink plaid on the outside, and then on the top, I thought we can use one of the 4-packs. What was, oh, never mind. I'm not even going to ask what that was because all I heard was a crash, boom, bang. Do I want to know? No, I don't want to know. I mean, we could even mix. There's no rules that say that I have to use Christmas papers. Because I could do them and use the green around the outside. Oh, look, Jeanette. Inside joke. Hold on. And I think the A3 is too big. I think. Let's see. It's going to cut the balloon off. All right, let's decide if we want to use an A3 in Christmas or if we want to use an A3 in the Andy papers. Of course. You think my nose ran while I wasn't here? No, it didn't. Not one little bit. Hold on, I gotta find my 4-pack of the A3s, but let me go catch my nose, because, hey, why not? You know, it's a thing now. As soon as I hit the live button, I should just catch my nose. Because that's not annoying. I bought those papers from you, yay. Which ones? Hi, Kay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't do it very often. I see folks do it all the time where they're like, oh, show me what you're working on, blah, 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 right? I don't do it very often, but I posted the other day when I wasn't here and missing you guys. I was like, show me what you're working on. You guys are doing some amazing things. Let me tell you what. Y'all, I'm thinking, should we do the A4 in the bonus paper and do like a cute frame or something around it? Hi, Beth. I'm without a car, so been ordering for delivery. Took a while for some stuff to arrive. I'm out of town, so we'll make sure my son can take me. Okay? Do you guys think we should do the A4 and then use, I totally got off track. That was not what I was looking for, by the way. And use a frame, maybe? Okay, this is what I was looking for. Chimney Christmas, Terry. Holy guacamole. See, I don't guess it's bad when I'm not here because it gives you guys a break from my chaos because, you know, I'm sure I probably stressed some of you all out. Oh, no, that's not the one I wanted. We could go Christmas and do the Christmas tree on here. Here he comes again, boot scooting over here. Are your legs broken? Can you not walk? Goofy. Or should we use the Andy Skinner and mix it with Christmas? What do you guys think? Hi, Tanya. How are you? Troy got 2 new phone cases, y'all. They had new ones on the Zon. Can you believe it? And he has another one coming tomorrow that's new. I almost fell out of my chair when I found that they had new ones on there that he doesn't have. The A4 in a frame, right? That would be cute. Hi, Penelope. Storm all weekend? Oh, man. Okay, I think so too, y'all. I think we should do, we've used, y'all, somebody was saying some mean things about her yesterday. I was getting a little bit perturbed. They said that she looked like children, like one of the kids from Children in the Corn. And then they kept saying like, oh no, she looks scary. She's something. And I was getting really aggravated that I had to walk away. I was getting really aggravated because I was like, you know what? These are hand drawn by somebody. If you don't like it, you don't have to say anything, but you're like being really disrespectful. I know. Yeah, and I even made a comment because I was like, you know, Andy hand paints these, and these all mean something to him. Meaning, and that's kind of all I said because I couldn't say anything else, all the things that I wanted to say. But I was just like, wow, like, can we stop now? Because we got it. Like, this person kept saying, this person made sure to say it, like, every time it was shown and multiple times. And I was getting so aggravated, like, seriously enough, stop. But it was horrible. It was not nice. Christmas Angel. Miss Connie, you liked the Christmas Angel. Oh, you liked her? Is that what you meant? You liked her? Use the doves and the green paper. The only reason why I wouldn't use the doves is because I feel like it needs to be on a bigger scale because of the way the one is. I don't know. Okay, let's paint it, and we know what we're gonna do. We need to paint it. We can do the sides, maybe grab a frame, and then see what else needs to get. Well, let's get the fingies off of there, Troy. Who knows what he had on his hands? I was like, excuse me, sir. Really? Okay. What is the best product to use out through a stencil? Modeling paste. So I love texture paste. I love modeling paste. I love structure paste. So both of these have a lot of body. You know what that means. Both of these have a lot of body. So these are what I prefer to use through a stencil. Typically when I try to use paint or something through a stencil, I have to use a dauber because it's so thin that it wants to bleed. The difference between modeling paste though and like a texture paste is modeling paste is smooth. Okay, so that really is personal preference. Modeling paste is always smooth, and then texture paste, structure paste has like almost like a fibrous material into it. So if you want me to show you, let me know. Ashley, I got you, Mary. Okay, so let's get some. Oh, I didn't fill it up, so it's gonna go on me. Okay. Let's get some Waverly plaster. And I should probably put it on a plate because it is going to spurt out everywhere. So yeah. You know, missing days is just not the business, y'all. I've talked to you guys about it before. Whenever I have a day that I don't come on that's not planned, and like I haven't communicated that, not that I need to, I guess, and I haven't been able to communicate like, hey guys, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I have a doctor appointment, or hey guys. And when I'm just not here, it actually brings on a level of anxiety, and I don't like it. It's a weird. You're welcome, Mary. People whom are negatively only see in black and white each picture. I know, Tanya. Hi, Carol. It bugged me so much. I don't know why. Maybe I was in a mood yesterday. I don't know. And look, to each his own. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. And had this person have only said it one time, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. Like, do I love everything every artist does, every rice paper? No, but I am not going to badmouth it and start saying like ridiculous things about it over and over and over again. Like, it wasn't just one time, y'all. It was every time it was shown. And then the person goes, oh, you guys should see the project that Terry Lightsey just did with her. It was beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And then that person took the opportunity to bash it again. Not me. I think it's creepy. She looks creepy. I wouldn't. It's creepy. She looks like one of the kids from Children in the Corn. And I was like, really, bro? We got you the first 5 times you said it. We got it. You don't like it. Hi, Lucia. Well, I could post a message too, but by the time, I would think most of you all know, because an event is always put up at 11:30, 11:45. I post an event of what I'm going to do on my live. It shows on YouTube and it shows in my events. If there's not an event scheduled by noon, I'm not going to be here. But then I think about, I went every day for like a year straight and didn't miss a day. So I'm like, okay, I got to give myself some grace. But, I told you guys, when I'm here with you guys, this is my time to have some me time and peace, as odd as that may be. Okay, so it is paper mache. So you see that it's, anytime you wet paper mache, it's going to do a little bit of something, right? I am going to paint the bottom. Well, no, I'm not going to paint the bottom right now because the bottom isn't going to be white. It's going to be whatever color I choose. So never you mind that. But I will paint the bottom. I'm sure you did, Tanya, because, yeah, you were there. No, Connie, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just a person commenting. I don't know. It's like going into somebody's house and going, oh, God, why did you decorate like this? This is awful. You wouldn't do that. Oh, my gosh. But, other people's children. Hi, Lori. Oh, my gosh. Ashley, you didn't come pick me up. Ash, did you forget to come and get me? My bags are packed and they're by the door. Ashley is going to go, her and her honey Sam are going to go for some nice relaxation. And the place she was telling me about that they go to, oh, sounds so heavenly. Oh, my goodness. Fine, 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 fine. All right, so we have our white. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let's dry this up and then I feel like, no, are all of these all happy-go-lucky? No, they're not. But exactly, I feel exactly the same. Like, I feel like each one of them I can relate to, and it's a story. There's a story. So, yeah, I was getting annoyed, but I was like, some ignorance is bliss. Is that what they say? All right. So, we're back to this again. If we use, and I don't think that I have a frame that I can think off the top of my head that I want to use. So I think what we'll do is make a frame around them in clay. Oh, Baba's, Mama cleaned your glasses. They're over here, son. Can you come put your glasses on? So I think we will make the frame around them. Oh, that's another thing. Those of you who have been waiting for the small wings, they are back in stock. Y'all, she made some amazing pokey tools this time. They're black and white and like that black iridescent. Oh my gosh. I wanted to keep them all, but I said no. Uh-oh. I put the baby wipe on them. Okay, so I'm thinking we do the green then. Yeah? We'll go green around the outside with them on top. I like it. Oi! Oi! Loco. Okay. Oh, that better have been dry. Terry, what are you doing? All right, so I measured these earlier. What? I know, Bubba's. You'll get another one tomorrow. I measured these earlier, and they were 2 7/8 from top to bottom. Hold on, please. You're not like a puppy. You don't fit under there. You hit the cords and everything else. Oh my gosh. And you think it's funny, don't you? Hold on. You know, like I said, you guys missed me. I know. All I'm going to do right now is take off the top because I'm going to go landscape. So I'm going to take out the top. I don't care about the edges. It actually wasn't even him this time. Well, I guess it was you because you keep boot scooting around in that chair and scaring Onyx out of her mind. And no. Mommy doesn't need that. And so she's trying to fit underneath my desk. And I know, cords are a thing, y'all. Cords are a thing. Just saying. Yeah, I know. Now you're going to rush me? I cannot. I don't get paid enough. I need a raise. You're so bossy. Jeez. So bossy. It's just another day in the Lightsey household full of chaos. Are you supervising me? You're making me nervous looking over my shoulder. Do you mind? I just got here. Just a minute. Holy hell. See what you made me do? I'm blaming that on you. You didn't tell me to hit that button, and I should have hit that button. If you would have been bossing me around and telling me to hit the button, I would have hit the button. All right. I'm going to use my ruler with the cork backing. Oh, am I good now? You can walk away now. Onyx, I swear if you do it again, I'm going to knock you out. Troy, stop chasing her with the chair. Meanwhile, Jack's living his best life these, past few months since, Troy doesn't mess with Jack anymore. I'm sure Jack is just like, huh, that's one good thing that came about with you being around. Troy doesn't mess with me anymore. He messes with you. Hi, Kathy. How are you? He's so stinking cute. He's adorable. Hi, Patty. Look at all of these comments. Troy. Hi, cheese. All right. Back to the regular scheduled programming. Next thing you know, the doorbell's going to ring or something or another. That's the way we roll around here. Okay, so again, I said it was 2 7/8. So, but y'all know, I really don't much care for, if I've got to work with all of that down here. So, let's just go like that. And then I will dry tear it just a little bigger. So that way we can use the gator. You again? I combed your hair once. I think it's still in the bathroom, baby. Bubs, it's still in the bathroom. It's on the counter. You missed it. All right, and then we're going to want these to kind of match up, yeah? So I'm going to turn that one upside down because when I connect them, I know. I see, but I did this already, and then you went like that, and then it got all cockeyed and crazy looking. You don't care about your hair until you see all your friends. I'm trying to comb your hair all morning after you did that. Okay, can I keep this? Can I keep this? Thank you. I swear. Can we talk about that raise? What, baby? What? What do you want me to do with the brush? What do you want me to do with the brush? Brush you some more? Oh my God. Okay. Can you take a hike, please? Seriously. Get lost. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What? Troy, I already ordered you another one. Stop. I already ordered you another one. Okay, so we're going to use my decoupage varnish and glue matte. Can you go put that back, please? Thank you. What on earth happens around here when I'm not sitting here? Troy said I need to see HR. All right, let's put these over here so I can quit wetting them. All right, so we're going to use the decoupage varnish and glue matte. Y'all know this is my favorite. My favorite. I know. Mama said knock you out. Again, hairspray even? Do you have a date that I don't know about? Okay. Gosh. Do you mind? Jeez, I didn't get to sit here for how many days? Is it okay if I continue? All right. So we're just going to... Don't run, Troy James. We're just going to work in little sections. There you go, Onyx. Oh, you guys. So, yesterday, Troy and I are getting ready to leave to go to my doctor's appointment, okay? Obviously, it's summertime. We can't take the dogs. If you don't know, the dogs go with me everywhere. I don't know why. It was a thing that started, and now they just go with me everywhere. Obviously, what is the deal? In the summertime, they can't go with me everywhere because they can't sit in the car and wait for me. So I'm getting Troy's drinks and everything ready for us to go. And Onyx is standing at the sliding door, barking and looking up and barking. And I'm like, first I didn't pay her no mind because she always barks. Seriously. And then, but the way that she was looking up, I was like, what is going on with you? What are you barking at? And she was afraid to go outside. She wouldn't go out the sliding door. She was just looking up and barking. So then, do you guys remember I was telling you there was like is it a falcon or whatever? Well, I don't know. That hawk or whatever it was that was around here a few months back. And anyways, so then I got to thinking, oh gosh, because the sliding door was open. So then I got to thinking, oh no, something's gonna come in. So I go to the sliding door to close it, and I kid you not, in my backyard, so my fence is here, yes, this way straight up is a drone in my backyard. Somebody had their drone in my backyard, hovering in my backyard. So I'm like, thank you. So I look at it, and it doesn't move. It's just hovering. And I'm thinking, seriously? You're in my yard. What are you doing? Hi, Joanne. So I went like that. I motioned to it like, what are you doing? And so it kind of went up a little bit. And now here's the thing. We have 3 new houses in the back, right? Well, the middle one was the model home. And then you guys know they built a new house on either side of it. So maybe they were doing aerial views of the home. However, an aerial view does not mean that drone needed to be in my backyard below the fence line. There's no aerial view that it was getting in my backyard. And it wasn't like something was wrong with it and it was going down or anything. I think maybe it seen Onyx barking and was probably like messing with her a little bit. But the fact of the matter is, you're still in my backyard. And then when you see me, because I'm like, hello, what the heck? You don't like go up and out like, oh shoot, I've been caught. You know what I mean? So it just hovered. And was like, me and it, we're having a standoff. So behind me is a big metal pole. And it's like a rake on steroids. It's like it's a crazy looking rake. It's got very sharp prongs and it goes out like that. So since it decided that it didn't want to move and it was just going to stare me down, I turned around and started to walk towards the rake to grab the rake. I think it recognized where I was walking, and then it decided to go up and out. But I was telling Nick, I said, you know what? That's very aggravating. Because Nick has a drone as well. And I said, even if he was, or I say he, even if they were, taking views of the houses in the back, there was no reason that it needed to be that low in my backyard. And Nick agreed. He was like, no, there's no reason. He goes, if you're taking an aerial view, you're up. You're not down low like that anyways. And I said, right, I know, exactly. Oh, yes, Sue, I was. Because at this point, you're on my property. It was in my backyard, just in the air. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, after I went like that, like, bro, get out of here. Kind of like, what are you doing? And it still decided to just sit there and hover like, nope. Okay. I'm going to knock you out the sky and then make you come over here and tell me why you were in my backyard. But yeah, I couldn't believe the fact that they just didn't like, oh shoot, there's a person, and just take off. You know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe they were playing with Onyx or whatever, but as soon as they see somebody, you would have thought that they would have been like, oh, I'm out of here. Nope. It was like they had a little standoff with me, like, what are you gonna do? Well, I got a rake that could probably really hurt somebody. And it's metal. So I'm about to show you. I was in shock. In complete shock. All right, so I'm just going to continue it. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Just like the total invasion of somebody's privacy. You don't go in somebody's yard. That's just as bad to me as, like, you know, opening the side gate and walking in somebody's backyard. Like, you're in somebody's home. Oh, that's gonna be cute. And the pink, at least, I know that I'm going to use all the time. It won't be just Christmas. That's one thing I've always said I really love about when Teresa designs. She always does background papers that I will use throughout the entire year. Like, there's nothing on here that says it has to be only Christmas. And for that right there, I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I will just take off a little bit, because if we overlap it all the way, it's going to be really dark in that section. So hold on one second. Yes. Hey, Nicole, with a drone, Nicole, with a drone. Oh, Nicole, you know. So you know my fence in the backyard? My fence in the backyard. The drone was lower than the fence in my backyard. Yeah. I was so irritated. Onyx was barking, and I thought, she always barks. Y'all know she always barks. And so at first I just thought maybe she was barking at the pigeons or something else. But then she wouldn't go outside. She was scared to go past the threshold of the sliding door. So I come around the counter to see what she's barking at, because I at first thought maybe it was a bird trying to come in or something, because the way she was looking up. And there was a drone in my backyard. Too low. Like, I could have reached it with the pole. That's how low it was. I was very aggravated. That's what I was telling them. I was like, okay, let's just say, you know, it was like they seen Onyx and they were like, oh, look at the dog, and they were messing with it. Typically, someone would think, like, as soon as they see, like, an adult, they'd be like, oh, shoot, I've been caught. Let me get the heck out of here. No, they just had, like, a stare down with me. All right, so I'm just going to dry it a little bit because I don't want to start touching all over it. So I don't want my hands to stick to it because I have not sealed it. And then we'll just take off a little bit of this and then line it up. Did you say you called? No, I didn't call the police. No. All right, so I'm probably just going to take, well, let's just fold it back like this. Let's see how much. All right, let's not make it a crooked line now. Well, I folded it back to see where I needed it. Now let's just line it up right there and then take it off. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kay. Of course, Kay. All right, so that's good. We'll just get that down. There's a little overlap. It's going to be a little darker in that area. If you guys didn't want it to be darker in that area, I've showed you guys before how you can paint that paper white, but because it's a continuous, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so now let's get off the excess. So let me grab, I don't want to keep laying it down because it does have excess up there. So let's grab a new 320. So it's just a metal ruler, but I like it when I tear my rice paper, when I do dry tears, because it has the cork in the back, so it holds down the paper. You know, sometimes you put the rulers down and it slides under the paper. We should actually probably use a 600 on here because of it being on the, but I'll just go easy. Because it's on the paper mache, you don't want it to tear up the paper mache. So you could go down to a 420 or a 600 grit, and it's more than enough to get the paper off, but it's doing all right. Woohoo! I hope you guys have an amazing time. Drive safely. Take lots of pictures so we can all have FOMO. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you guys so much for saying that you're placing orders. We appreciate you so very much. Y'all, oh my gosh. Tomorrow is the release for Prima. So I will be showing you guys some fun stuff tomorrow. And for those of you who like to laugh at Nicole for her water slides, I'm just going to say, I'm not supposed to, but we're all friends here, right? You guys wouldn't tell on me. I ordered something really cool, and the only reason why I ordered it is because of Nicole. but they are beautiful. So I will be showing you guys some goodies tomorrow. Oh no, don't tell me you have that ruler in. No, I don't have that ruler in my shop. It is in my Amazon, I think. Might be, oh, sorry for that noise. It might be really far down there. I can't help it, you guys, because it's hollow inside. I'm sorry. So, yes. So, tomorrow, I'm super excited to show you guys some new stuff. So, if you haven't ordered, if you want to get Yvetta's box or Yvetta's kit, or if you've ordered Yvetta's kit already and you want something from tomorrow, you can either have me add it to your order so you don't have to pay shipping twice, which you know I will just refund it anyways. Or if you wanted to wait till tomorrow. Actually, I don't suggest waiting. Her boxes go fast, so I would hate for you guys to wait and then say, you told me to wait, and now I don't have a box. Because that's what would happen. I know it. I'm sorry, I'm almost done. Sorry. All right, I'm done. No, I'm not. Oh, well, this is the bottom. All right, let's put on a really quick top coat so that way we can get all the little furries down and make sure we don't have any of those frayed edges sticking up. What on earth is that? Okay, well, I can put it in there, Sue. I have no idea. There's a bunch of Qbert letters on my screen now. You guys remember that game, Qbert? Did you guys ever play that game? Troy James, you should not have so much in your hands when you're coming down the stairs, son. Oh, God. I kid you not, this kid tries to give me a nervous breakdown every day with those stairs. Okay, so that is our bottom. We will do, obviously, a ton more to it in a minute. But we need to figure out what we're doing. Qbert, I used to love that game, but I couldn't. Oh, it's the link to the. Good Lord. All it says is 6DFA03CBB699 asterisk CRD exclamation. It's a lot of letters, Sue, on my screen. Holy guacamole. It's like this long. No kidding. Okay, so now, excuse me. So, I think we decided to use the small one, right? The small one? Yeah. This one. Gosh, I always have to sit on my phone. All right. So I am going to do what the only time I take scissors to rice paper is when I need to just cut out. Usually it's always when it's on like a 4-pack or something like this. Otherwise, I don't take scissors to rice paper. Do you mind? Can you not yell at me, please? No, that's paint. What do you want? What do you want? What? Anybody ever tell you you're bossy? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. It's so long. Okay, so. Anybody ever tell you you're bossy? When I'm thinking, again? Bro, at this rate, I can't get anything done. You have like 7,000 things in your hand. You realize that, right? You have your cup, your phone. Okay. What if we take... I'll wait. What if we took like some cute scrolls, or we could twist, or we could take clay and twist it and make our own frame, or hold on a minute. Oh gosh, he's so bossy. I know, Troy. I know. But I don't even watch the TV. You don't even watch the TV. Hold on, y'all. I'm right here. I'm looking at my molds. I'm thinking maybe some cute scrolly scrolls. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. You guys are going to get a 240 grit sandpaper as well in your box. I forgot to mention that. You know what I mean? Like, these are humongous scrolls, right? But what if we did like some scrolly pieces around it? Or do you guys think we should just make our own frame? Or we could just do like a little twist mold, do that around it, and do like a cute little embellishment at the top. What about it busting out? What about busting it out? Oh, Lordy be. You know that I never did that. I never did that. I'm right here. As if y'all can see me. If you guys have any molds that you can think of, that would be great. Let me know and I'll pull it out. See, because like, what if we took like, you know, stop bossing me, Troy. Stop bossing me. You're not the boss of me. Okay, maybe you are. But, see, like, we can use pieces, you know what I mean? Like, do that at the top, and then maybe use the beads, and then at the bottom. Let's try it. Hi, Vicky Browning. Whoa! So if you went here, like that. What about would you been? Well, oh, thank you, Tanya. Isn't there cute little scrolls with cherub mold by Prima? Hold, please. Who said that? Catherine. Where is Catherine? Hold on. Where did I put the cherub mold? Hold, please. Here's the cherub mold. Is this the one you're talking about? That? This one? Now, don't look at the whole scroll, y'all. I don't know. Let's play. Can I help you? I know you changed your keys. Now you got the black spider and not the red spider. Spitter. It's a spitter. You got the black spitter. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm thinking, though, this is going on there no matter what. So I think I need to put this on there, and then I need to seal it because it's going to get ruined. Hold on. Hi, Joy. Thank you. Hi, Phyllis. Sue's always messaging me things. Hey! Onyx. Troy. She's, you know, I don't like that because she's going to trip you, Troy. And then she sounds like Cujo. Okay, so I'm putting it on because, go ahead, Onyx, go. Because right now I'm going to put molds on it in clay. I know that this is going to go on the top no matter if whatever we do to it. But I need it to be sealed because if it's not sealed and I keep putting wet stuff on it, it's going to ruin it. Now, I did see you guys are asking me, what about the would you bin? Yeah, we could use would you bin too. I was just thinking about I don't have a small would you bin frame. What do you want? Down? You want down? Okay, yeah, come down over here. Ready? Oh, boy, there you go. All right, let's dry this a little bit, and then we're going to put a top coat on it. And then let me see if Catherine was talking about this mold. Well, the scrolls are dainty, though, Catherine, so it might work. The scrolls are a daintier scroll. Papas, just don't unplug me or do anything crazy like that, okay? Oh, also, if you were waiting for the brushes, they are now back in stock. The purple pack and the white handle pack, both of them are back in stock. And then those of you who have been waiting for the cottontail background and have been messaging me and signing up for the out of stock request, I have 30 A4s coming and 24 A3s. Those of you who love that paper, I think will be set for quite a while. I don't think I will run out for a long time. Oh, I thought thought it would. Since you said it was brand new, I thought it would be fine, Michelle. Ooh, watching the great grandkids at the pool. Hi, Joy. Thank you so much for the stars, Joy. I appreciate that so very much. Okay, so we're going to play with clay. Yes, you know. Scrappies, throw it away. Am I allowed to throw that away at least? Is this a new one? Oh, I'm so excited. It's a new pack. Look out now. Holy guacamole. Okay, let's get my little jaw and my little jaw and my little baby oil. And, pooper scoopers. It's the only downside to working on a glass mat is when you do clay. Because everything likes to stick to the glass. I don't know where my parchment paper is. All right, so let's have a play. Hey, don't push me so far, Troy. I'm not allowed to throw. You know, it really is, isn't it, Michelle? It really is. Okay, so if you use baby oil, remember to only use a very small amount. If you use cornstarch, that's fine too. I don't like cornstarch. That's just my personal preference because clay dries and cracks, and to me, using the cornstarch pulls out the moisture even more, and I find that it cracks even more. So that's just my personal opinion. What are you doing, baby boy? I know, but it's not going to come today. It's going to come tomorrow because you got 2 yesterday, and it'll be here tomorrow. All right, so we're going to get a little bit of clay, and I like to dip my finger in a little bit of clean water and smooth down all the rough spots. If you have problems with your clay coming out, even if you use, it's fine. Even if you use cornstarch or baby oil, you can pop your mold in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then it'll be good. It's good. Okay, do we want... We might not want the little wingy wings because if we clip it there, then I can get the balloon in there because see, it's up at the top. If I pull it down, no, we're going to have it go like that and clip those off. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Do you holla fala? Fala holla? Hey, you know, somebody also took my my box cutter thingy, my knife, which kind of makes me nervous because that really shouldn't be just floating around somewhere. She is out of stock in the jar, but has the tube. Stop, Troy. Yeah, so the Big Mama Jamma 3D gloss in the big jar. This one is sold out, and it's sold out at the distributor too. But I have a ton of the ones that come in the tube like this. It's the same thing, it's just in the tube. Okay, so we're going to, again, put my finger in water so that nobody will know that we chopped that off. And that blade, it doesn't come up long enough, so I'm just going to use. So it's the same exact product, it's just not in the Big Mama Jamma jar. I don't know when it's going to be back in stock. And that's usually the items that are out of stock on my website is almost always because it's out of stock at my distributor. Okay. See, that's kind of cute. Hi, Veronica. Okay, now here, because the scroll has so much going on, I don't know if it's going to look right. And sometimes it's just fun to try to use your molds in different ways. You don't always have to use the entire, part of it. You can take bits and pieces. Okay, so this one has a lot of little finicky parts, right? It's got a lot of twists and turns and all kind of things. So if you're new to clay and you can't get it out and you don't get frustrated, just like I said, pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. If you use FormFlex, it's the same concept as FormFlex. Just pop it in the freezer and then you can take it out. Ooh, yummy. Have a wonderful dinner. I don't know what we're having for dinner, but that's my usual problem, isn't it? I never know. I have steaks out, but that doesn't mean that I want steak. Okay. And don't ask me why I haven't taken these out. Okay. The reason why I wanted that piece is, see, this is why I usually wear gloves. Because clay is, your hands are just going to get mucky. The reason why I wanted this piece is because I wanted to see if we could actually don't think that piece is needed there, but we could do this piece here and put that with it. Can't see. What do you guys think of that? I would rather have a hamburger instead of steak. Hola, Olga. Sometimes I would prefer just vegetables sometimes. And it's really weird because I never used to be that way. Do you guys like that? What's happening there so far? And then let's see if we can maybe take... That's going to go this way. So I obviously take an old brush for this because when it's got a lot of little tiny bits, and I really want the brush to get especially up on the wall of it. Close up, please. Okay, so you know, Troy, I forgot you were down there, and that actually scared me. You need to charge it, bud. It's only got like 2%, son. Oh, you turned off your Wi-Fi. There you go. There, you turned it off. Don't put it in my lap. Okay, and then let's... So again, your molds, especially things like this that have a lot going on, you can do so many things. All right, let's flip and roll this one. Okay, and then let's see. Let's take this whole little piece here and see if we can put that in there like that. It's because it's power saving, Troy, because you're losing juice, bud. And then leave the flour there. Nope, we can't because it bubbles out the wrong way. Troy, hold on, y'all. Troy. There you go, right there. I didn't know you had a charger right there. Goofy. All right. Now we just turn that one. See, those scrolls are going the wrong way. Hold on a minute. Hold on. There we go. And actually, that's going to break for us right where we want it to. Is my hat in the screen? Then wish this curved the other way. Kind of like the way that one is. Nah. Meh. I'm not mad at that. I don't know. I kind of like it. What do you guys think? Do you think it's good like that? And then we have these little bits of bits. Is that the only little bits of bits? That's the only one that's a single. Even necessarily want the rose. I mean the little bud part. I just want this part. So I feel like the sides can handle a little bit more because there's so much here. Not a lot, just the little bits of bits. And to bring in a couple more flowers like down here on the edges there. Actually, let's take the little bud on this one. Because that is actually clean on that side. So it could probably take that little bud. Come on, little bud. What do you guys think? you would add something in the negative spaces. Here? You would add something here, you mean? Tanya? Like what? Perfect, yeah. Oh, you meant just to balance it? Yeah. Yeah, no, because there was so much space. Yep, I gotcha. We were on the same page. Okay, so let's get some heavy body gel. Heavy body gel. Remember to wrap up your clay super, super good. So that way it stays nice and fresh as a fresh. Okay. And then, is it time to open a new heavy body gel? I don't wanna. I think there's still some in here. I'm using my heavy body gels to the very last drop, y'all. Telling you, they're at the perfect stage right now. Don't want to mess with the good thing. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay, let's move some of this stuff. I love you too. What did you do now? Why are you telling me you love me? What'd you do? Huh? Okay. Let's. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. And of course, because we've added so many bits and pieces, right? That's not actually, it's not one whole piece. There is going to be some cracking that's going to happen. Not a big deal. Tomorrow, whenever we come back, we will just fill in the cracks with my favorite stuff. So, heavy body gel. Now you guys know why I had to put on the gloss first and finish it, because putting all this clay and moving it all around and doing all the things, we would have messed up the rice paper had we had not put it down. Okay, so let's get our main piece in its position. Now you can use whatever you want, but I only use heavy body gel, and you guys know I pretty much use it for everything. The one from Pintart comes in matte and glossy. I only carry the glossy because, well, nah, I fib. I do have, I think, the big one listed because you can use that to, anyhow. The glossy is the one that dries clear. Okay, I can already see there's a crack forming right there. So I am going to take my water, and I'm going to work that crack right out. Don't do this without putting your tool, whatever you're using, your clay tool or what have you, in water, because you will ruin it, your clay. Okay, and then I think that is not on there. Yep. And then this is a piece right here. Okay. So let's get our little bits and bobs on. Whoa. And then right there. In that little crack right there where you can see that there's 3 pieces there, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to dip in water, and we're going to marry those 2 together and then push that into the top so that they can all be one. Okay, and then let's get that heavy body gel out right there. Oh, I moved you. Okay. Hi, Lori. Okay, now I think, yep, that's another little piece. So obviously we took that mold and we made our own little frame out of all the scrolls and stuff. So you gotta think outside the box sometimes. Okay, now I know this whole piece is 1. Yep. Would it be easier to use my finger? Yeah, but y'all already know. Me and heavy body gel on my fingers, I don't like it. All right, and then let's take the excess off here and here and put it on our flour. But yeah, it would be much easier if you just put it on your finger and put it on the clay. But I don't know. For some reason, I feel like heavy body gel stays on my fingers for a while. Finna Bear does it all the time. She just goes right in there and just... I asked her about it one time, and she said, well, Terry, that's why I don't ever get manicures. But it's not about your nails. It's like it's on your fingers. Okay, and then this one, we're going to put that right there. And we really want to marry these 2 pieces. Well, actually all of these. So we're going to take that one and smooth. I don't even think you guys can see. We'll get that heavy body gel out of there first. But push that back down. We're going to smooth those 2 into each other. Do you? Is that what you use? Yeah, even because when I use like, it's bound to happen. Even when I use like the sponge, the scratchy. Okay, and then right in there, we want to make that one as well. So we're going to push that down, push that back. And then this one here especially, well, let's get the heavy body gel off of there first. This leaf especially, we want to press that into the little scroll there and make that so that those 2 are together. Okay, now I believe this whole thing down here is a whole piece. Yep. So this mold is in my store. It came out with the last release. So if you got it, now you know you have another use for it. Right, so we're going to wrap that right around there and stick that where it belongs and press that down. Thank you, Penelope. Yeah, no, it absolutely does not do. I already know. Just mom is almost done. Really though, seriously, I'm not even fibbing to you this time. Okay, so we're gonna make sure all of these little bits and bobs are pressed down, and then same thing, especially right there, you can see, well, at least I can, but I'll push it back so you can see it. You see the gap? We don't want that to be that way. We want it to be one. So I'm going to push that into place, and then I'm going to put in water and marry those two pieces together. Almost like you're fusing them together, yeah? Let's get off some of that extra heavy body gel. I always say, even though it dries clear, you don't want a clear clump of heavy body gel, y'all. Okay, and then I'm actually going to go around the outside here. And I'm going to push these leaves down into the box so they're not sticking up off of it. Can you see that gap that's happening right there? I don't like that. It's just the little extra touches that you can do to make it look like, you know, it was supposed to be on the box and not like an afterthought, like something you put on afterwards. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Probably doesn't. It's like it's a terry thing, like the wobbly wobblies. I don't like the gaps. I think it looks weird. Okay. Just gonna make sure, and then let's line that up closer to the paper. All right. And then we have, I think, just 3 more pieces. That one, and that one. Yep. And we're done for today. And then this will dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll come back and paint. And then we still have the inside. And you guys know hold on, let me get you guys know I like to do velvet powder on the inside. Where is my, oh, Sue, I might have to take a heavy body gel out of inventory. I'm just saying. Okay, so that one is really bad. You can see that one is really disjointed. So, but it was one of the first pieces that we put on, so it's drying out a little bit. So I'm going to wet it a little bit first and get it to be able to work again. And then I'm going to now push it into the other one, and then mold it down. Fuse it down, whatever you want to say. All right. And then we have our 2. This one's hanging on. I think both of my heavy body gels are now both done at the same time. Y'all, that is so sad. Oh my gosh, I use velvet powder all the time. So it's just, you know how people buy, I have them actually right here. You know how people buy, hi Mickey, how are you? I do have these in my shop. You know how people buy velvet lining? Well, we have velvet powder to give you that same effect. I sell these in like a pack of 5. It gives you that same effect. Uh-oh, that doesn't go there. It goes here. And you could put it anywhere you want. So I usually use it in my boxes, cigar boxes that I do, jewelry boxes, because I like that soft touch inside of the box. Okay, and then the other one was up here. I really want to marry that into that big piece. So same thing. I'm going to fuse that part together. I know, Onyx. Here he comes again, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to take a precision Q-tip and get the clay cleaned up with some of the heavy body gel. And that moved a little bit, so let's push that back down before we can't get that to move again. But there's our frame, y'all. So we use, hi, Mrs. King. Yes, you do glue it down. So we used the name is on here, but it's all, hold please. Angelic Aura. We use this mold, and we use a little bit of the LeBlanc mold. I don't even think I have any more of these, to be honest. I think someone just bought the last one that I had in my store. But we use the top. You guys can find that top in a lot of different things. So that is the top there. We cut off the little... We cut off the little wingy parts, and then we just took little bits and pieces of these scrolls and made our own little frame. So that will be dried tomorrow. That'll be dried tomorrow, and then we use the green plaid paper for down here. So this is part of the Christmas, and then that's the Andy Skinner. That's the Andy Skinner, one of the 8-pack pieces, but this one was the A4 size, which was the one down here. So tomorrow when we come back, those will all be dry. We put in so many different pieces of clay that more than likely there's going to be some cracking, which is just the way clay is. So we can use one of my favorite fillers, which is from Ranger, or you can use Slip. That will work as well. Hold on, Troy. The mold, that mold is in my store, the angelic, the one with the cherubs, Mrs. King. That one is in my store. So we decided to make our own frame because we didn't have a frame, right, that would fit kind of, because look, the truth be told, I have a million frame molds, but it would have been either not big enough for the paper to sit on, or it would have been too big for the little bitty box. So tomorrow we'll paint this. I'm pretty sure inside here, you guys know how I do. We'll do velvet powder on the inside. So we're going to have to do some custom color velvet powder to match the green, because I know we don't have this kind of a green in the velvet powder, but we will match it, because that's one fun thing about the velvet powders is you can make your custom colors. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll do something cute on the lid, because it's going to open, right? It'll open this way. So you guys know I just don't leave it like this. So we still have a little bit more to do. Oh, and also we have to figure out what to do around the rim on the outside. We have to do something cute around the rim of the outside. Don't let me forget that, because I almost totally forgot that. So anyways, Alrighty, I missed you guys. I'm so glad that I came back because, for my own sanity. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Make sure you're on Telegram because you're going to need to know. You're going to need to know because, like I showed you, I have all kinds of stuffs over here. That is my own personal stash and not inventory where Sue doesn't have to yell at me. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have some fun tomorrow, but you have to stay tuned. Don't forget Yvette's box. I've already sold quite a bit. And then tomorrow will be the release at 8 a.m. in the morning. Pacific Standard Time will be Prima's release. So when I come on at my time, I'll be showing you new goodies as well. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to do tomorrow. See what happens when I leave? Gosh, Lord have mercy. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening. I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Talk to you later. Okay, bye. Bye.